Fucking Quali the Goon.
Yo, what up?
GTA goes to Alchemist. Wait a minute.
How do you know?
There you go. They got the numbers.
What's poppin', peoples?
And the sugar. One of my favorites over there with the 867. Sugar Shane. So we got a gaggle of white guys in here today. We got a gaggle. Well, I mean, excuse me. I know everybody's probably not 100%, but you know, GTA looks like he has some ethnic background. Everybody else is white as a snowflake. And I thought Quali was so white, I thought he was Russian.
Oh damn!
Because I believed the hype. I thought Rome Teskew was your real name. But we won't get into your real government. But you know, everyone knows. Everyone knows. He got real nervous, like a gangster. You see that? Just at the thought of me saying the government, he got unquestionably a little weird. I was like, nah, I'm not doing that. Cottonmouth, you say?
No, I said I feel like you're a cop now.
Oh yeah, well, people are starting to confuse me with Vlad, you know, because I ask weird questions to rappers. Oh shit, hold on.
They talking Fed talk.
I don't know how.
I don't talk to feds.
Never.
Nah, you can't. Is Lil Wayne talking to feds? That's Tomley. Is Lil Wayne dealing with the feds?
Shoot.
The word is, yeah, but I don't know though. I don't know. I ain't been in that mix really.
Yeah, really.
I got a dry cider. It's pretty cold. I got a Capri Sun juice.
Yep, that's the best.
The Capris.
I got a white person beer.
Ooh. My man's is juiced over there.
Yeah, you got.
I got a city beer.
Ooh wee. That old English.
Where's the Corona?
And I got a quarter water.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
Okay, that's legendary.
Quali,
right
I'm gonna give you your first choice. What do you want?
Fuck. I'll take a white person beer, I guess.
You are Russian.
Yeah, fact.
Gesundheit.
Russian. Oh yeah, he was.
If he dies, he dies.
I do not.
You want to eat cake, rappers. You want to eat cake and enjoy the pussy. But you have to work, rappers, to be down with 867 entertainment.
Bro,
Is that how you,
first time he did
is that how you
shit,
spit
bro?
at him?
Yeah.
I was real high. I came up with that at a party. I froze my ass off at that party. That's where the jokes came from.
Yeah, it was fun though. It was a fun party.
It was some crazy night where it got cold and I wasn't expecting it at all. I didn't have enough clothes on. GTA, what would you like, sir?
Shoot, I'll take that quarter water low key.
I appreciate what you got in the jar. Where'd you get that from?
You know, I was out in Mesa. I picked this up at a new place called Kind Meds. I got some True Infusion, some runts right here. We smoking on that good.
I live in Mesa. I need to check that out. Now, the True Infusion flower, I've had some of their vapes and other things. I don't think I've had much of their flower. Are they coming up in the flower world?
They're
so
flowers.
I need to check on some True Infusion?
Most definitely. Any strain, you know, just, you know, if you like them sativas,
I'll let you open it. I've been so stuck on True Med. As a friend of the show, I haven't ventured out lately. Territory was my home dispensary for a while, but I'm leaving because they're cutting the deal. You know, they're starting to grow a little better flower, so they're cutting some of their deals out.
Yeah, exactly.
They're starting to feel themselves.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, shoot, number one, concentrate. I do got to give that to Drip always, man.
Drip is a good tasting concentrate.
They do their shit right.
I had some Tropicana banana before I came out here today. Yeah. What you said? That's the Runts.
Yeah.
Now the Runts has a very big name. It hits you. The name hits you like bam.
Yeah.
So do the Runts you usually smoke? Do they live up to the name?
I would definitely say it lives up to the name. I'm not gonna give too much away. I'll let you guys try that out for yourselves, but definitely try out some Runts. It definitely lives up to the.
I need to try out some Runts. What about you, Shug? What you want to drink?
What's the options?
Did you hear the options? What we have left is a hard cider, which that's pretty white too, and a Old English 800 beer, and maybe like a Mountain Dew.
I'll do that OE, please.
Oh shit!
It's not the coldest. I don't know. You tell me.
It's cold enough. That's definitely cold enough. Thank you, Swerve.
Y'all alcoholic ass motherfuckers.
Yeah, I knew it would be cold enough because a gentleman that drinks OD doesn't have to have it that cold.
Oh yeah, facts.
Room temperature, like stout,
As long as it's not warm.
Quali, this man probably has more hair on his chest than he do on his head. I guarantee it with that Old English in his hand. I swear to God.
Right. That's an interesting
talking
take.
Hella shit.
Pause. No homo. I see you got the Exotic Pop. You've been rolling with them?
Yeah,
they're friends of the show.
Pop.
Yeah, Exotic Pop, breadwinners, primary breadwinners, friends of the show. Hey, it's good to sit down and talk with you, my G.
Yeah.
We met because you hired me through, I don't know how you got my name, but we got together and started doing shows, and it's been nothing but a celebration since. So
yeah, it's been great.
And you've been I want to say this off the top, as a promoter, as a businessman. What up, Nuggy G? Nuggy G's checking in. I know y'all friends with Nuggy. Anyway, appreciate you checking in, Nuggy G.
What up, Nuggy?
He's on the live. We've done great business. Without saying any more, say less. Quali is one of the best businessmen I've dealt with in the city. So
Thank you.
As an artist, if you want to go on tour with him, if you want to do these shows as a venue, as a vendor, if you want to work with him and do these shows, he does great business, timely on everything, 100% on everything, runs a great show. Everybody should feel 100% great about working with 867 Entertainment.
Thank you, Swerve. I appreciate that.
So
Shout out to my team, though.
Okay. All right. Yeah. See, that's a good leader right there. See, you spread that around. You've got a lot going on. You've branched out. So, and it seems like to me you're more of a businessman than an artist at that point.
Absolutely.
At this point,
at this point, for sure. Yeah, definitely. Running shows, doing the promoting has really took in my heart. I would say. I started off as an artist, but really, it's.
Well, it's a grand adventure. It's a grand adventure to turn it into a business.
Yeah.
And when you turn it into a business that's somewhat successful, that I know yours has, it gets even more exciting.
Absolutely. Yeah. No, it's been fun.
Hey, working with rappers, helping people get their shit off in the industry, or get their shows, or get their touring going. That for me, that would be a thrill, because I like helping people and working with people, and I think you do too.
Yeah, that's what we're all about. From, right? That's what we're all about over here. Yeah, we're trying to provide a good platform, just like RTU, just like all these other people in within Arizona. That's what Arizona needs, really.
But on a different level, I mean, you. It seems like to me, I could be wrong. You took doing these shows around town, and at a fast pace, move that right into touring regionally.
Yeah.
And you've had, I mean, I don't, I guess you had connections. That's your business. We won't get into everything. That's your trade secrets. But it seemed like you got into touring regionally incredibly fast. And not only for yourself, but, taking the team and letting people buy in to go on tours and promote themselves, which is crucial, because I remember the days where, being able to tour regionally was a huge deal, because it was hard. Of course, social media makes it easier, but it's still relatively hard to rustle up a van full of rappers and go to several locations and make the shows and perform the shows and get paid. And it's a huge ordeal. So I want to say that as respect and salute to you tackling that lane. And I think, to be honest, I don't know anybody else that can put you in a better position as far as touring nationally than 867 Entertainment. What's been some of the happy and some of the downfalls since you started that touring business?
I mean, really, touring is it's all happy, really. Touring is just happy. It's cool to be able to go
no
travel.
Problems? No problems at all?
No more problems. We got rid of all the problems. There's no longer any problems. But, that journey when there was a problem, there was some downfalls on that, of course. Well, but it was a learning experience.
We can get into that later. We can get into that later. It's been relatively easy working with vendors, working with the promoters. Who do you work with more, the vendors or the promoters, when you're out of town doing this?
I straight up book the venues and do everything ground up.
You do everything yourself.
Yeah.
So there's no fugazi, there's no foolishness. So the venues have been pretty good.
No,
they've been on
great,
the up and up. And hey, most venues, if you bring 30 to 100 people that are going to drink and have fun and not cause problems, you're good. That's basically what most venues need. Someone
Absolutely.
Bring money and no problems.
Absolutely.
Well, that's great, man. That's just incredible that you've done it. Not only started doing it so fast, but then started for your team, and then basically turned into a business. And now pretty much most people can get with you to book a tour. And I know things are slow now. Is there any end in sight is there any touring in sight as COVID is upon us, or is it still too early to call?
It's still too early to call. I mean, I've been kind of reaching out to venues prior to.
I know
Cali
is a no-go, is a no-fly zone as far as COVID right now. I mean, not literally no-fly, but I can't believe they're doing.
You can't book anything.
They're not doing any kind of events.
Yeah, right? It's kind of sporadic throughout the United States right now as far as what places are actually booking tours. So it's not worth it if you have to drive through a whole nother state to get to the next state at the moment. Right. So it's on the back burner for now until things open back up.
But it'll definitely come back. Everybody's talking about spring, definitely summer 2021.
Yeah.
People are looking forward to that. And, if people are willing to take this vaccine, I think, to me, we just got to get everybody's mind right. You know, my kid's been licking on stuff at the playground straight through all this, and I sleep with him every night. And God bless, fortunately, you know, I don't want to sound like an asshole, but fortunately, nobody in my family, nobody has gotten the COVID. So, you know, I hope we can carry on and everybody be blessed and not have serious problems from it. I know some people have serious problems with it, so I'm not going to make light of it. It's a real thing. It's out there. Just wash your hands, be safe, take your vitamins, work out, get some outside sunlight. Make sure you have vitamin D. If you have not been tested for your vitamin D levels, go to the doctor, not tomorrow, right now, and get your blood work done and figure out how much vitamin D you have in your body, because that has been shown to be a huge problem with people that have a problem with it, the vitamin D. Fortunately, my wife loves me, and she got me to a doctor. I've been on the vitamin D for a while. And the marijuana, I had a lot of problems that I always had, but I never knew it because I've been smoking cannabis for 20 years. I had glaucoma, back pains, psoriasis. I had all kind of things, but the weed was just clearing it up every day. What got you involved in being a white gentleman, such like myself? What got you involved in hip hop there, Rome, there, Quali?
I went through various stages. I mean, I grew up with my parents listening to rock mostly.
You seem like the traditional punk kid that turned and got into hip hop. Is there any truth to that?
Not really punk. I mean, I grew up. My parents was listening to like Iron Maiden and like Metallica type shit.
All right.
I was skateboarding younger days, you know, 5th grade, 6th grade and shit. But I had friends, you know, all my friends were like little gangbangers in the neighborhood, you know, so they would always listen to hip hop, and that's really where I got put onto it, you know. But then I jumped back and forth from hip hop and back to rock, and then full-fledged into hip-hop.
Right. And when you were into rock, it was your parents' rock, or it was different, or it was other, like, newer rock that because you were younger?
It was a good mix, honestly. Okay. Yeah.
Like Creed? You rock out to Creed?
A little bit. I mean, I stayed away from the Slipknots and stuff. I mean, that was a little too much.
Too much
corn and shit like that. Okay. Corn.
Some people say Fred Durst was responsible for killing rock and roll. How do you feel about that? Limp Bizkit, Fred Durst, killed rock and roll. Literally killed rock and roll. One guy. That's what they think. What do you think?
I think it just transformed it and it opened up another lane, really. You know?
Yeah. Well, we don't have that much, other than, I guess, Linkin Park. Do we have any rap rock these days? I mean, there is a group in Phoenix. God forgive me, I forget their name. Something with a 9 involved. But we don't have much rap rock anymore.
I feel like hip-hop has kind of taken over like rock aspects, you know, really. Like if you look at like I agree. Suicide Boys, that's kind of more rockish type shit, you know. There's a lot of different genres within hip hop.
Is anybody wearing like pink lingerie and headbands and makeup and shit in hip hop? Because when I was, that's the main reason I swerved away from rock and roll.
I mean, Young Thug.
In the 80s, you know. In the 80s, we had Motley Crue.
Yeah.
And you know, I like the songs, but the get up is a little weird. So I went more over to hip hop at that point, you know. And I had a lot of friends that loved Pearl Jam and grunge, and of course I lived through all those years, and that was cool, but nothing really ever took me away from hip hop. Now, when I graduated high school, I was going away to college, and I thought I might rebrand. So for one summer, I tried to listen to Grateful Dead and skateboard. But it didn't work out, obviously. Quality, it didn't work out. I'm gonna tell you why. I went to college, I had thoughts about, you know, starting over as a white guy. You know, because by the time I graduated high school, I was already a DJ. I was already dating women of various racial backgrounds, and I was catching a lot of slack from it. So I thought maybe I'll start over. And I went to this school in the South in North Carolina, and not many people could dance, and I could dance, and the skateboarding was gone, rock and roll was gone, because I could dance and women were paying attention. Do you think you made the right choice when it comes to hip-hop as far as the ladies are concerned?
Oh, hell yeah. I have no complaints about that, straight up.
You guys have been on the road a lot. Anybody can tap in. Do we have any juicy? I'm an old married man. I'm with the last vagina I ever want. No matter what happens to my wife, no matter what. This is the only woman I want to be with forever.
Facts.
Yeah. So tell me, is there any, and I have a couple groupie stories from back in the day, but now that I'm married, it's uncomfortable to share them. Do you guys have some groupie stories? Has there been any groupieing on these regional tours?
Hey,
has there been any lonely women at the bar at the end of the night? Has there been any women that maybe checked out the van.
Yeah, what happens in Vegas, right?
Definitely. I mean, yeah, for sure that shit happens. I'm not gonna drop names because I don't want people.
No. Whatever happens on the road stays on the road.
Definitely, that's part of the tour. You know, I mean, it happens. It happens here too.
I just want to give. I want to give other rappers the gem that. You know, there are, even on an independent hip hop tour situation, there still are women that are willing to have sex with creative men that are you know, if you can get up on stage and sway a crowd, there are women that will reward you for that.
Easy, it's in the bag. It's in the bag.
You can do it here in the States. If you go to the UK or just any.
Have you been to the UK?
Yeah, he went to the UK.
You rapped. You did shows in the UK.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, what my whole life, what I've heard is they judge America as one big thing.
Yeah.
So like if you like whatever's official in America, whether it's Atlanta or New York or LA, like to them it's all America. Mm-hmm. So like, oh, you're an American rapper, you're popping. You could be the next thing. I'm gonna suck your dick now.
Yeah, they look up to us.
Is that what they say? Is that what they say, Sugar Shane?
I mean,
I know with a higher pitch and they're cuter when they say
rappers
it.
the girls there are very crazy.
Wow, that's all right. They love the American culture, man. You got to give it up. They love the American. Well, they've got to give it up. I don't have to give
I'll
it
tell
up.
You what.
They got to give it up. They love the
Anywhere
American
else,
culture.
love them Arizona boys. That's big facts.
That's the real shit.
And you can tell they know like hip hop, you know, originates here. So there's the whole like they believe that
we're authentic.
Something.
Yeah, you're very authentic to them because they got them fucking British guys running around rapping. Nobody wants to hear that.
And there's some good ones, but I definitely understand what you're saying.
Yeah, I know. You got to be nice. You're going back. I'm not going back. Nobody wants to hear
UK 2021.
They tried. There was a guy. They tried around the time Eminem came out. There was a little white guy from England that had made a little splash. But anyway, I can't remember his name. Fuck him. Quali the Goon. Did you grow up in Arizona?
Yes, sir. Born and raised.
Everybody I talked to this morning has been from somewhere else. A lot of people I meet are from somewhere else. I'm from somewhere else. What is it like? When did you start getting involved? When you started, like say when you shifted full on to hip hop, what was happening in Arizona? What was happening in hip hop? What were you listening to? What were your gangbanging friends on the block listening to?
I mean, really, when I got full-fledged into hip-hop, it was like the whole fucking Mike Jones era type shit.
Okay,
you know,
Houston.
That was one of my favorite artists, low-key.
There was a rumor you sipping something the last time you were in the studio. Do you think that influence comes from that Mike Jones in Houston was popping when you were when you got active?
Yeah, I mean, that shit's just a culture thing in general, you know, with the hip-hop, you know, for sure. But,
I grew up with a bad cough, and my parents never drank, but they gave me hard liquor. They gave me anything to try to get me to stop coughing.
Yeah.
So it's like I have a weird experience with cough syrup. That's why I've never thought about. And plus, I'm old. You know, at a certain point, you stop doing new drugs.
Yeah.
You know, you get to a certain age, like you're just stuck with the drugs that came out during your time. You don't really want to try new drugs. You know?
Yeah.
So I never got into lean with that aversion to cough syrup. But they say it's enjoyable. Do you enjoy it from time to time?
Of course. Yeah. No, definitely. From time to time, you know, I'll
get a little wavy. Get a little wavy.
For sure.
Okay.
For sure.
All right. Cool. So the whole Houston thing, you know, swangers and dripping paint and all that. Do you think that has influenced your hip hop because it was kind of where you came in at?
I mean, so when I say Mike Jones, like that was like one of my first artists I was like interested in, but I really fell back into like the Eazy-E shit. You know, like Eazy-E is my top favorite artist for sure. Yeah,
Did you figure out who Mike Jones is?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I want to know. I'm glad somebody figured
We might have
out.
him. Well, we do have him here on 12/12/20. Mike Jones will be here in Phoenix.
He's coming.
And shit.
Really?
Yeah. So
you're bringing him?
Or
somebody's bringing him? You're helping somebody bring
him.
him. Well, that must be a big deal to you. It's one of your first influences to bring him to your city.
I'm excited about it. He's going to be at our store too.
I was getting ready to crack a bunch of jokes. I won't make them because he's actually coming to town.
Yeah,
I guess you still have his phone number though. Is it the same number?
The same number. Hey, low key though, it is the same number though.
Low key, it is the same number. Somehow that's funny but very satisfying.
Yeah.
You know, like very like life is right. Like it's appropriate that he still has the same number.
Yeah.
Well, good for him, man. I'm glad you. Some people had asked what's going on with Mike Jones. He kind of fell back for a minute. Is that correct?
For sure. Okay. I think what he's doing is I mean, he is doing an album release party on 12/12.
Okay, so he's moving now because he's got new product.
He's got some new music, but I think he's a businessman too. He's behind the scenes. He got his Money Train label. You know, I think he's trying to push new artists. You know, he's got a little Flip over there and working with him a lot. You know.
Okay.
Some of the OGs. You know.
That's a good combination for him and Flip to team up. That's good. That's good. So I guess you made it obvious that hip hop has helped you with the ladies. We don't have to dwell on that. We don't have to dwell.
Don't get me in trouble.
Some guys don't. Some guys, especially ones that are moving, don't talk about the ladies. Don't like to talk about the ladies. The guys that are moving out here moving. How about you, GTA? You a single man or a married man?
Shoot, I'm taken right now.
Right now. Okay, I got it.
Yeah.
What about you, Sugar?
I'm taken.
Everybody's taken. We'll leave it at that.
Lady.
Yeah, we're gonna go with that.
Well, I'm very taken as well. Yeah. So Quali moved from an artist to the touring.
Yes, sir.
Now you've moved from the touring to opening a store. You have a storefront.
Yeah, shout out to these guys right here. The three of us went on a store. Really, when COVID hit, you know, it shut down all the shows, it shut down the tours.
Okay.
So we wanted to develop a way to stay in touch with the community here.
We shut down a lot of stores for a while. It's incredible that you're starting a small business retail in the middle of COVID, man. Yeah. So respecting.
Sometimes rules are meant to be broken.
Yeah, I know. Well, you know, it's kind of a good thing because I agree with your post earlier today, and it's what I've maintained here at the show since we've got started. What you can do and maintain in this season will have to prosper.
Yeah.
In the next season. Yeah. And you know, this shit went away in 1920. So it's no matter vaccines or not, this shit's gonna go away. It's gonna come to a time. So and everything's gonna go back to normal. And you know, I believe a lot of people that are podcasting will probably stop because they'll have other things to do. And I believe a lot of people that, you know, didn't take advantage of opportunities while they had them during this time are going to fall off further, while people like you and I that are accelerating during this slow time have got to prosper when times change.
Yeah, definitely.
So you say you have a store. What are we selling at this store? What is the location? What part of town are we in? What's going on?
So we're on 19th Avenue in Peoria.
Okay.
The store is called Most Wanted.
Okay.
We have a storefront where we provide local clothing brands opportunity to put their stuff inside the store, so we do consignment. We're just really trying to help out local business, small business here within Arizona.
So any brand can come make a deal with you and put their product in your store.
Yeah, it's just 10%, you know, so it's light. We're just trying to help
business,
out. We're trying to help out. In the back, we also have our own studio, which both of these guys are engineers there. They also make beats too, so you can tap in with them.
Okay.
But yeah, we're just really trying to help out, you know, and there's a lot of opportunity here in Arizona. There's a lot of artists, you know. We're just trying to stay connected. We're trying to just be that extra resource, really, you know.
It sounds like a great use of a space.
Yeah.
A store, a studio, several streams of income, working with other brands so it's not competitive. I dig the whole vibe. Do you have your own product in there as well?
I do, yeah. I have my criminal clothing, which I need to re-up on because it's sold out. But we also have Most Wanted.
That's live. Let's celebrate that. Yeah. You had a line that sold out?
Yeah.
What was in the line? What did it include? Was it just shirts or was it?
It was just shirts for now, yeah. I'm a re-up though. I got a bunch of new products that I'm working on.
Good,
you know,
good,
so
great,
we're gonna launch that soon.
Great. Criminal clothing.
Yeah, spelled with a K. Criminal.
Okay. Criminal with a K.
Yep.
And we'll get to the criminal aspects. The internet loves prison stories and shit, so we'll get that in a little while. We'll stay away from the love life and we'll dive more into the jail stories.
All right, word.
Hopefully they're not the same thing.
No, fuck no. Hell no.
The slow people still didn't get that out there. Well, what's up with I know something happened for our last party. I'm trying to give Emmy the benefit of the doubt, but obviously something else has happened to Exos. What's going on at Exodus? So they're currently shut down, are they not?
Yes, they are currently shut down. I had a birthday event, which you're going to DJ
November 5th,
at, of course.
We were gonna blow it up, have a great time. Emmy had trouble in his family, so we respected that, understood. Okay. Yeah. But he has run into there's something else going on now.
Okay.
I've heard it's gonna be back next month.
That's what I heard. That's what I heard.
Right.
So I don't know really what's in between there. You know.
Okay.
I haven't talked to Emmy much. I'm letting him deal with his family thing.
But I know there was some. I don't know what it is, but there's been events other than yours that have been kaput. Canceled. So right now things are not happening there.
Yeah, not at all.
But tonight at the spot, University Avenue, that's where something's happening with the Minnesota Official Boys and with Richie Rowley. Man, my memory's kicking in today. I must have smoked the right strain because it's working today. It's working. Yeah. I see you representing Arizona hard with the Grand Canyon hat.
Yes, sir.
I almost bought one of those when I was there. I visited the Grand Canyon. It's very beautiful. But unfortunately for the Grand Canyon, I think it's a lot like me. It's so beautiful, it's hard to believe it's real. Like when I was sitting there looking at it, it seemed like a picture or a postcard or a virtual hologram. Like it didn't seem real because it's so immense and you know,
so much.
It's so much for your mind or your eye to take in. You know.
Okay, I haven't been there.
Oh, you ain't been there?
Yeah,
you just got the hat.
Just supporting Arizona.
What did you send for the hat?
No, we had these at the store.
Oh, y'all have those at the store. All right, well there you go. If you want to, hey, fake it till you make it. Fake it till you make it. Get you an Arizona Grand Canyon hat.
Be prepared to go up.
Yeah.
What's the and you operate from many different levels: artist, promoter, business owner, all involved in hip hop. What's the best and worst aspects of Phoenix hip hop scene?
Definitely the worst is we are not united. I've been seeing that for a while, and earlier I was saying 2020, like I've seen a good shift, like people starting to work with each other, but over the last maybe month or two, I feel like it's going backwards. I've been seeing a lot of beef going on.
Yeah, I feel like I'm partially responsible for that, so I personally apologize. We had an episode on the show, but you know, it seems like in hip hop things flow in seasons around here.
True.
Yeah, and it seems like I would love to take credit for all the dissery that's been going on, but it seems like there's just a season for that. The few years I've been here, you know, the things such as the AZMT Awards and the Hip Hop Festival pretty much generate a lot of love and a lot of hate. Like, you know, they're very divisive. And I think for the lack of those events happening, maybe that energy was turned on individuals, you know, like
that's fair.
People didn't have something in the scene to hate, so maybe they picked out people they don't like. I've received so much love. It's hard for me to even hear the hate. There is a whisper of it here and there, but I don't pay any attention to it. You know, I'm here to do my show every week. That's my mission. I love all my people that check in with me and tell me I'm doing a good job, and we're trying to build the brand and build the show, and that's who I focus on. So, you know, whatever. I for one am trying to bring people together. I sense that there's a lot of, between different organizations, between different brands and groups, there is animosity, and sometimes it lays around and gets funky, and it's never cleared up. So part of my job, I'm trying to work people in to where we can work these things out. I don't want to deal on the negativity. A lot of people have answered the same thing, so I think everyone recognizes it as a common problem in the city. What do you think are some of the better things about the Phoenix scene?
We definitely have a lot of talent here for sure. We got diversity, of course. We got people from, like you said,
a lot of diversity.
Yeah, everybody that you interviewed before me was not from Arizona,
right.
You know, so
Detroit,
we got all these people coming from all
Minnesota.
these other places. Yeah, so that's really cool. I like that a lot. And there's a lot of opportunities here, really. You know, we're on the radio right here. You know, shout out to Icon Radio. But you know, there's just a lot of people that are willing to work. But I feel like that divide of people is really holding everybody back. You know, if you can't work together, you're not gonna be able to move forward.
Have you worked with Respect the Underground before?
This is kind of new. We're working with Respect the Underground. I mean, Ghost came in, you know, he was working with Respect the Underground a lot. He's really the one that introduced me to Respect the Underground.
They helped me get started real shit with my just being an artist in general. That's what helped me meet him and shit like that. So I got big love for RTU and shit like that.
Have you performed at some of their events?
Oh, all the times, yeah. I've done a lot of their big events too, where they bring out big artists and stuff like that. Their showcase and stuff like that. I've always tapped in with RTU. I've always showed love.
That's a great.
And they always show love too.
Testimonial, yeah. That's
a great
real
testimonial.
Shit. I appreciate it. Well, that's the way I see it. You know, sometimes there's. And I think I understand the hate because I watched a guy in Richmond go through it. Mad Skills was the first artist to break nationally from Richmond on a hip hop level, and he received a lot because he was the first in the forefront. He received a lot of love and he received a lot of hate. Yeah. And unfortunately, it seems like maybe that's just the way it is. When you receive a lot of hate, you're going to receive a lot of love, especially in this internet age and new world order that we live in.
Of course.
Do we feel like we're lucky or guilty that we live in Arizona while the rest of the world falls apart? It feels like we're dealing with less of it than anybody else. Or is that just me because I live in a nice part of town and I'm white? Somebody
I
straighten
agree
me
with
out.
that.
Yeah.
It's like it's.
Are we dealing with a little less of everything here? I mean,
I think, and it's a cool chance to build up, like. Yeah. You know, like when you had 90s and all the different certain states, New York and Detroit and Cali, that popped up and finally put that 90s underground up. It's like, we can finally do that here. So once it finally, once it's a big nationally recognized thing,
Sugar,
it'll be cool to be a part of that.
You have a very boom bap-ish sound, for lack of a better way of putting it, and I enjoy that because it's true to my heart. Do you find it hard to navigate that sound in this era, or do you just go to the locations that service that?
Yeah, because I love conscious rap and anything that's uplifting, but not cheesy or like but anything that's uplifting. But yeah, it's especially because even me, I like the stuff that hits, and it doesn't have to be all lyrical, and you can just dance.
Right,
and,
sure. You like
so
a lot of hip hop.
It's a hard entwining of it.
Sure,
so,
it is.
Sure.
It is tough.
It's cool to.
Are you empowered by Griselda making an impact? And
he's been awesome.
Right. Yeah, they've really brought it back for the boom bap, and I'm a big fan of it all.
Yeah,
and I like to hear it all. I feel like I feel like New York kind of shoved their foot down everybody's throat for a number of years, so there's a bit of resentment and revenge, and hopefully we're getting over that, and we can get to a place where everybody kind of does their thing. Arizona, Phoenix especially, like you said, there's so many people here. Do you think that's maybe why Phoenix has a hard time having a sound? Because there's so much different hip hop from so many different places.
Yeah,
we're very influenced, right? Richmond was a lot influenced. Richmond kind of really does its own thing now. I'm looking for Phoenix to do that as well. And whatever that is. I know even in y'all's crew, your music sounds very varied, diverse from person to person. So,
which I appreciate. Really, I don't want everybody to sound the same. And it kind of gets boring at that point. I want to be able to put me on stage, then go Shane, Dallas, and just have that.
When you're betting your hand, you want some different cards. You don't want to play all the same cards. And I think Phoenix is getting better. I think I don't know if I think one last problem here is somebody might be trying to be the first or the best from Phoenix, where it's really no place for that. I don't think that applies anymore. There was a day when like Source magazine would be like, oh, this, and there is the thing about being a new sound from a new area. We were talking about that with the Minnesota boys, but I don't think it's worth being in hard competition with your city mates to get that. You understand?
Absolutely.
Because at the end of the day, the minute you make it out of your city, you realize it's a whole new game and you're at the bottom again, and being the king of your city really doesn't matter that much. And we're talking about rappers, not gangsters or street kings. They're they can be they can be responsible for whatever they're responsible for. For me, I'm old. It was very hard to tell my parents or some of my friends that I wanted to rap. I was given my nickname, which is rare for a white guy to have a one-syllable nickname. If you just think about that for a minute, there's Sting, there's Search, there's Swerve. There's not a lot of them.
Yeah, true.
Quali, you have a nice nickname. It is 2 syllables, so you don't get quite as many points as me in Search. But how was it telling your friends and family that you wanted to rap, or you were a rapper now? Or guess what, guys? Honestly, or was it a natural progression where you didn't have to make an announcement?
I didn't really make an announcement, but it wasn't natural like progression. I kind of just jumped into it.
When I met you, it seemed like you jumped into it.
Yeah, I was new to the scene. I was new to the scene. I always wanted to do music, but I never felt like I could as I grew up. When I got out of prison, that's when I was like, I need to get my shit together, and I just dived in.
Segue. Do you want to talk about why you were in prison?
I don't mind.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I ended up. My younger days, I was wilding in the streets, hanging out with all the gangbangers and shit, doing graffiti, getting into all kinds of mess.
We can start. So let's slow that. We want to chew on this slow. This is the steak, so we can chew this slow. Make sure we digest it all.
I try to run through shit.
Don't run through it. No, but I want to focus on the graffiti before even the problems. You were running around, which is technically an illegal act to most people, most places. What type of graffiti were you doing? The more tagging or the more intricate, pretty?
I was doing both, but definitely more tagging. I was trying to get my name out there.
Just get your name up.
Yeah.
Because that's the thing in graffiti. I had friends that, I saw them every week at the hip hop bar, but I never knew they were that name that I saw on the highway or whatever, because everybody had their tags, their secret names, because it really is illegal at the end of the day. And Richmond would try to be very hard on graffiti, but Richmond's a very big tattoo and graffiti town.
Okay.
A lot of artists, a lot of artists that go to art school and can't get jobs.
Gotcha, yeah.
That kind of thing. So, a lot of tattoo and a lot of graffiti. Did you succeed in tagging everywhere you wanted to get?
I mean, I got arrested a lot. I mean, I did. No, low-key, my tagging
Did they check
crew,
your hands? That was a big thing originally. Yeah. Cops would check your hands.
Yeah, definitely.
For the after spray and all that.
Yeah, I was kind of in a tagging crew called SMR, and I ended up getting kind of shit on because it ended up being more like a gang. We started doing other shit, B&Es and shit and all that extra stuff.
It happens. You can't graffiti all day.
Yeah.
you got to do something else.
So I broke off from that, and I started my own tagging crew, TMS. Shout out TMS.
Shout out TMS.
And really, we had like a whole good, really 6-year run of TMS where we were just like really painting and shit. But the first year I just pulled it up earlier on my phone. We had like 50 people in our crew. We were just killing the streets right here. We were like top 5 tagging crew for 2013.
Wow!
Everybody knew who he was. It was
did they get a Phoenix Times? Did they have a Phoenix Times category for that? Did they have I wish. The newspaper? Did they give you an award for that?
Nah, but we was tearing it up. We was having fun. But then again, with graffiti, there's a lot of bullshit, a lot of fights going in, a lot of
Did you ever have the kind of shit where somebody was going over your work and you had to figure out who it was and kick their ass? All that was going on.
Yeah.
It's much more serious than people think. It's not just jerking around with your friends at night, with spray cans. It's people take it very seriously about their art and about people burning over their art and all that.
Yeah, people get shot over that shit,
Well, so I mean, that's one of the original tenets of hip hop. So, like, you were. Do you think you were influenced by your friends to do this?
Tagging?
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah. I never felt like I had like a really place, like an outlet growing up, when I was younger, and being a part of a tagging crew was like made me feel important at that time. I was like, oh, this is something that I can put my name out on.
Yeah. Yeah. And tagging something with a spray can is incredibly easier than learning how to play the guitar.
Real, yeah, the real shit.
Or be a rock guy. It's hard to be a rock guy. It's easy once you get going, but man, I tried to learn the guitar several times, and it just my brain and fingers, it just didn't work out. So you got into the graffiti. You're running around doing graffiti stuff, getting in fights, and that's where we were at in the progression.
Yeah.
And this is right before you ran into some problems.
Yeah, so I ended up moving out to fucking, I don't even want to say, Apache Junction. I moved out to Apache Junction.
That's okay.
I got kicked out of my house. Fucking worst city, and I'm sorry if you live there, but worst city in fucking Arizona.
Apache Junction's not cool, right?
Yeah. Okay. I moved out there. I did not fit in because this is a bunch of like, trailer park motherfuckers. So, and, like, I didn't really fit in there. So, nobody fucked with me.
They wouldn't let you play in their reindeer games.
Yeah. And I met a couple people.
Fuckers.
I met a couple people and shit.
If they only knew, they could be torn in fucking bitches. Yeah. But they fucked up.
Yeah.
We need a redneck rapper. We need a trailer park rapper out here. We ain't got that. We ain't got that yet.
But yeah, no, I moved out there and shit, and I was tagging out there, and I met a couple people that I thought were cool and shit. They started tagging with me. They were just trying to be a part of something, really. We ended up with a beef over there in Apache Junction at my high school graduation. I wasn't graduating, but all my friends was, and my baby mama was and shit. I ended up getting jumped. Me and my homies got jumped over there at the graduation, and I ended up stabbing one of the dudes, which sent me to prison.
Okay, so it's kind of self-defense, but
it should have been.
But I agree. But the way the law looks at it, when they got hands and you got a knife, you're out of order.
Yeah,
right? You were supposed to like fuck the knife and throw the hands.
Yeah.
But if you like me, he's not a good fighter. I like having an advantage.
I don't have a problem fighting, but when I'm outnumbered.
I don't have any problems throwing the fast one, But I keep a little sticker on me just in case I need a tool. Just in case I need to cut open a box or something. You know what I mean? I agree. Especially if you're outnumbered, they should have looked out for you. But so they didn't, and they gave you some kind of assault with a deadly weapon, probably.
Assault with a deadly weapon, aggravated. Yeah,
aggravated. And well, at least when you're in jail, you don't have any problems telling people that when they ask, you can be like, "Oh yeah, I cut a guy," or whatever. All right, Quali, this is my moment, and I do this not because the internet loves jail stories, but because I am one of those white folks that's terribly infatuated with jail. Now, I don't ever want to go. I don't ever want to experience this in my life, although I think I'm pretty solid, and I'm pretty sure I'd be okay. But I don't want to test that theory. But at the same time, I'm like all these other malooks on the internet. I like hearing stories from guys that have been to jail. I like watching that movie, the comedy where it's like, let's go to jail. I like it all. I like the bad stories. The stories do get a little bad. So if you're starting to get to like a real bad story, let me know and we might tap out. Because sometimes the stories get too real. Hopefully none of your experiences were that real. But no, I'm going to start here.
Go ahead.
First day. Did you go to jail? You didn't go to prison first? You went to jail, then you got transferred somewhere, or you just went to jail? Because there is a difference between jail and prison.
Yeah, so I ended up fighting my case on the street. So I got a lawyer and shit. The day that I actually got sentenced, they send you to jail, and I was in jail for a week. Before I got transferred. Yeah.
All right, well, let's start there. First day in jail is like a holding cell because you're only gonna be there a week, or is
they put me in a pod.
Okay.
I was in a pod since I was gonna be there for a week.
Okay. And that another guy in the pod with you?
Yeah, a shitload of people.
Oh shit! Oh, a pod.
Yeah, it's like a whole bunch of cells.
I've seen those pictures.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I saw. Okay. Gotcha.
So me going in there, I mean, I had been arrested a bunch of times before, and I've been in jail.
You've done nights and shit like that.
Yeah, so
before.
it wasn't too bad. I was in Tent City before that, all that, So.
Oh, you were in Tent City? Was DMX there with you?
Nah.
We had a guy in. Shout out to Tony. He swore he did time while DMX was having some issues.
Yeah,
you saw that episode?
Yeah.
That's what he said.
So jail really wasn't new to me. It was just kind of like, all right, I'm ready to get through jail and get to prison, really, because that's what's new to me. But
everybody weirdly says prison is better than jail.
It is.
Okay, well, you give it. We're not there yet, but we'll let you explain that to us once we get there.
The worst part is, county's shitty as fuck, but the worst part when you're getting sent to prison, you go through a transfer here in Arizona called Alhambra.
Okay.
And Alhambra is fucking awful. They have like black mold on the fucking ceilings and
shit. They don't
shit.
give a fuck.
They put you in like a room with like, I think it had like 27 bunk beds, and they had like 5 people there, so people are sleeping on the floors and shit. Toilet right in the middle, so motherfuckers are shitting right there next to you.
Not just a guy.
Yeah,
30 other guys that got a shit.
Yeah, that's just awful.
I'm gonna be honest. I have trouble peeing around other guys, so I don't know what I would do at this point. I can't commit any crime. That's just the face facts. I can't commit any crime.
Yeah, Alhambra is rough. Alhambra is fucking terrible. So it was a big relief once I actually got sent to the yard.
Okay.
Because once I got sent there, you're in the yard I was on. I was like in a big dorm at first.
You're not old now. How old were you? And I've known you for a couple of years. When did this happen? How old were you when you were going through this?
So when I actually got hit with my charge, I was 18. Because it was supposed to be my graduation.
Right, just old enough.
Yeah, I fought my case on the streets for basically 2 years before I got sentenced. They dropped the case for a year, and then they brought it back up. I fought it for a year.
Wow.
So when I actually signed my plea, I was 20 when I signed my plea.
Okay.
So when I got sent to the yard, it made me nervous because I ain't never been there before, to prison and shit.
I get
and
it.
the political shit is off the wall.
That's my first question. I will get into the first day, but overall, like, did you have to like join the Aryan Nation? Everybody says you got to join there, but I've also heard that's regional. Like some places you do, other places you don't. Some places they're more accustomed to the racist mixing, and other places are still very hard line. So you did not have to join the Aryan Nation.
Fuck no. I think I was pretty fortunate with the yard that I got sent on because it was, for one, very diverse, and it was not a maximum like security and shit. It was only a 2 yard. So when I got sent there, it's still political, but it's like you can't share food with other races type shit. You can't like sit on another race's bed, but you can go out and kick it with everybody. You know, they don't have a problem with that.
More intimate things you can't, or you can't show positivity really. You said with sharing food or sharing a bed.
Yeah, you can't do all that type of shit.
Got to watch BET.
Yeah, I almost got beat up for watching BET though. They was tripping for real. There's some crazy shit.
The white guys were tripping.
Yeah,
because you were watching BET.
Yeah. But I put an end to that because, you know, the yard that I was on was not like that. But it's some old heads came from a different yard and tried to trip out.
Yeah, I know how the old heads guy.
But
what you doing hang around with them?
Yeah.
What you want to watch that for?
Yeah. When I did first get there, of course, the white boys did try to press me on some, you know, join our shit type shit. But like I'm not like that. I'm from, you know, growing up, I didn't have a lot of white friends. You know.
Did you have to fight the first week or whatever? Did you have to fight anybody?
As long as you keep to yourself, you're straight. Really.
Yeah.
You
Well,
know,
I'm a good keeper to selfer.
Yeah.
That's why I think I'm a good minding my businesser and keeper to selfer.
Yeah.
So I think I would be. That's why I think I would be
good.
okay.
Yeah, you'd be good. If you're looking for bullshit, you'll find some for sure.
Yeah.
But,
well, see, that's what I was always worried about. Like just sitting there the first day and me being perfectly fine, but the guy sitting next to me having to prove his point. You know what I mean? And then feeling like he's gonna prove it with me. You know what I mean? That's, you know, with me.
Yeah.
All right. Well, this is too deep, too juicy. I might have to pull up out of this.
You're good.
But anyway, I want to play a song. Would you rather focus on one of these gentlemen's songs or play one of your songs? What would you like to hear?
One of them.
All right. Well, before we get out of here, we'll play one from each one of them. I know I've got some in here in the diggy.
Cool,
now
cool.
I might have show versions only though. I don't know if y'all sent me some actual music. We'll see what I got in here.
Actual.
Yeah, you don't have no actual.
I never sent him. Yeah.
But that's okay. We got to rock something just because I got to go out into the lobby for 1 second.
Sure.
Yeah, I can send
send me something. GTA I feel like more for GTA. I'm pretty like Sugar Shane. I feel like yours are instrumentals.
Yeah, definitely.
And you one of them real rapping ass wiggers that don't even put the verse on there. So I play a lot of people's music because they give me the full version. The show version is the full version. So, one benefit of that, if some people don't like it, one benefit of that is I will go ahead and play your music on the show that way. All right, GTA, let's see what we got. Just a bunch of set lists and sets. That's all I got.
Right.
Down.
Bust Down Ghost Mix. What is this?
Bust Down. I think that's a track.
Their whole show.
Is it?
Yeah, I think that's just a track.
Bust Down.
Yeah. We can play that for sure.
Yeah, we're gonna play that. Will you give us some live lyrics while we do this?
Yeah, I could.
The mic's open if you want to give us some live lyrics.
I could always do live lyrics. You know what I'm saying? I definitely do some live ad libs too. You know what I'm saying? That's my favorite.
Hey, whatever. Just kick something in. We'll check this out. This is Ghost the Alchemist, 867 Entertainment, right here on the one and only.
You already know, man.
Radio. Respect the underground radio.
Ghost. What the fuck we doing with this, man? I don't know why the fuck they keep talking. I'm the fucking 623, 602, bitch. Yeah. This easy where they gon' slide and take your shit. We some jacks. If shawty all up on me, that ain't my dick. That's 30 clip. Call up bro if there be problems, he pull up quick. We end up quick. These haters keep on talking, that don't make no sense, little bitch. Bust down on my wrist, bust down on my bitch, yeah. Bust down on my wrist, bust down on my bitch, yeah. Bust down on my wrist, bust down on my bitch, yeah. Bust down on my wrist, bust down on my bitch, yeah. Why you come up to me, bitch? We ain't the same. No, we ain't. I be an alien, like I'm from outer space. I'm with the gang, and we on a paper chase. Cash, you talking shit, we pull out sticks, cock it, battle it, bang. Y'all really playing, think it's a game, nobody's bitch getting saved. Nope. Count up the K's every damn day, I've got some money to make. You got a vest, you think you safe, but I'm aiming straight for the brain. Clutching the Glock, pumping the safe, pray they don't get me today. This easy where they gon' slide and take your shit. We some jacks. If shawty all up on me, that ain't my dick. That's 30 clip. Call up bro if there be problems, he pull up quick. We end up quick. These haters keep on talking, that don't make no sense, little bitch. Bust down on my wrist, bust down on my bitch, yeah. Bust down on my wrist, bust down on my bitch, yeah. Bust down on my wrist, bust down on my bitch, yeah. Bust down on my wrist, bust down on my bitch, yeah.
Quali's supposed to be right here, folks.
I should have just went. Shout out to everybody that's tuned in, though.
Shout out.
Much love, much love.
Shout out to Respect the Underground.
Ader's on there.
Big
What's up, Ader?
shit.
Shout out to Icon Radio. Shout out to Swerve for having us.
You already know what the fuck going on. Smoking on some gas.
All right. I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick.
Oh yeah. Won't get into this next track, GTA Running My Trap. This shit out on all platforms. Ghost the Alchemist, the album. Tune in.
Yo. Running my trap, bitch, I'm running my trap. I'ma go put my whole team on the map. Fuckin' with me, we gon' count up them racks. My bro, he a low-key gon' pass me the strap. If I pass it to you, then you better relax. I ain't got no time for no bitch or no rap. My OGs at the show, they always in the back. Turning it up, ain't nobody can match. Running my trap, bitch, I'm running my trap. Running my trap, bitch, I'm running my trap. Got the hood lit like a motherfucking match.
Best intentions, we want to hear a song anyway. It's all good. Take a break, take it easy. Let me see, could I just smell that?
Absolutely, bro.
I'm
looking for a rap right now, trying to roll something up.
Hey, we will definitely get on Bloody Revenue next. I don't care what he says. 8 Her wants Bloody Revenue. 8 Her.
Shout out 867.
I know I'm a last. Yo, ass just be broke while you smoking the black. Everything I say should be motherfucking facts. Yo, ass is a bitch, man, he waiting in the trap. Count up the money, man, count up the racks. I'm dripped in designer, this shit you can't have. I'll buy out the store cause I know that I can.
Hey, I don't usually do this.
Trap.
True Med is friends of the show. I don't usually do this, but check this out. This True Infusion Runts right here. It smells crazy good. Where'd you get this at?
I got that at Kind Meds out in Mesa.
Kind Meds out in Mesa. That's where I live. I'm gonna go check out, get these runts. They smell good. I want some.
Baby, go shake that ass on the pole. I handle my business just like I'm a pro. And yo, ass, yo, don't ain't allow where I go.
All right. Don't worry, Ader. We got you coming up. Sit. I know Quali still got a bunch of fans out there, even though he trying not to rap.
Yeah.
I know. You listening to
Icon Radio.
And
running my trap, bitch, I'm running my trap. I'ma go put my whole team on the map. Fuckin' with me, we gon' count up them racks. My bro, he a low-key gon' pass me the strap. If I pass it to you, then you better relax. I ain't got no time for no bitch or no rap. My OGs at the show, they always in the back. Turning it up, ain't nobody can match. Running my trap, bitch, I'm running my trap. Running my trap, bitch, I'm running my trap. Got the hood lit like a motherfucking match. Big booty bitches, they shaking their ass. Fuck with the click, then we throwing the cash.
You listen to
tonight, then I'm breaking
Ghost the Alchemist, GTA, right here on Respect the Underground, Icon Radio.
Running my trap, bitch, I'm running my trap. I'ma go put my whole team on the map. Fuckin' with me, we gon' count up them racks. My bro, he a low-key gon' pass me the strap.
Let's get into this one. We got a fan favorite, a request straight from the intranets. A person named 8 Her wants to hear Bloody Revenue. Interesting. Let's go.
A fragment of your mind inside of a rewind track that burns for the blind and the blind.
This is Bloody Revenue for Quality Goon.
Gunshot. Aim at your head with a buckshot.
Shout out Kilo,
no love
Ader.
on the streets, get shot down at a gym shot. I see blood. And I see enemies in trouble.
That's right, it's hip hop day. We listen to a diss song, breaking up some weed, breaking up that True Infusion.
I see gold that turns to rust. Should I just die with the crow? Got 100 other ways that could put me in a grave. I sell my soul now just to prove that I've never been one of the same. The physical change, and now this life that I live and I'm feeling with pains. I'm penicillin in my brain and it's drilling the pain, and now I'm feeling the gain. I'm feeling out of my brain, it's all time. Lately all I do is slip and living on the line. Lately when I'm tripping, demons living in my mind. Tell me get the preparation ready for the night. Make sure it's right. Gunshot. Aim at your head with a buckshot. This that. No love on the streets, get shot down at a jump shot. I see.
Shout out to Miles Taylor. We only play the artist I'm interviewing music on The Mission. I will play your music on Flowers. That's my Wednesday show right here on Respect the Underground. You do need to email me the MP3s, not the links. Mail me the MP3s to swerve36@gmail. Swerve, SWERVE 36 @gmail. And I will play your music on my Wednesday show, Flowers. Today, we only play the artists I'm interviewing, the ones you see in the room. We have Quali the Goon, we have GTA, and we have Sugar Shane. Yeah. One of my favorite crews out here, and not just because they put money in my pocket. Are we scheduled to be open for the next event in December? Are we scheduled? Or is that on and popping, or is that up in the air right now?
For Mike Jones?
No, for Exodus. We were going to do something in...
for the 12th.
Yeah.
That was supposed to be DJ Kane's. I think he has it at a different venue with somebody else.
Oh, okay. I thought you were letting these guys take over and do a show.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. No,
anyway, so that's not
for that one.
neither here nor there.
Yeah.
Okay, all
we
right.
don't got nothing. We don't got nothing yet.
Yep, that is it exactly.
Right.
Miles Taylor, that is it exactly. Thank you. I can't interact with you right now on the live chat, but I'm letting you know. That is the email. Send it my way and come back and listen Wednesday at 5:30 p.m. right here in this exact location, and I will be playing that record for you. I play Arizona artists with a sprinkle of other states artists every Wednesday, a show called Flowers with Swerve 360 right here on Icon Radio. I do need to get more of you guys' official releases so I can get some MP3s and get y'all some play as well. Now that you're in the house on the show. How did you guys come together? How did you run into these other two guys here beside me?
These great gentlemen right here.
Yeah.
I actually met working with J-Rod the Problem. Yeah.
Jonathan Patrick.
Oh,
Rodriguez.
so y'all, so all this came around the problem, then we got rid of the problem.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, shit happens.
Ties there.
Shit happens. Shit happens.
That's what I'm saying. A lot of good things came from that. You know.
Yep.
Got these people working with me. Great people. Got 867 running up.
Well, 867 is doing a lot of things now. Live shows here, tours in stores. Who is next up as far as having a project to release or a new single or something? Who's next up? Do we have any thoughts on that?
We got Ader and Kilo for 867. They're dropping a project in December. So
I think I will be too.
Okay.
Hopefully.
You on the schedule?
It'll probably be like January 1st, though.
I like January 1st. That's a good time. My birthday's on the 7th. You can drop that as a birthday present to me.
Yeah, we'll do.
And we'll do it up. What it seems like you're taking over so much. What is the next move for 867 Entertainment? Just to build on what you have going now? Is it
yeah, definitely. I mean, really, we're gonna start a magazine. We're gonna get more frequent on just being involved as much as possible, really, you know. We got the store, get back on shows once we can, you know. Definitely I'm working on building the artists on our label. That's really my main focus. And then the store at the moment.
It seems like to me, LMG came together with the block and you're picking up new artists. The factory is really the Factory or Nothing Music situation is really consolidated. It seems like the COVID has brought people together, different factions together, and it seems like it's causing people to work together in new ways. So I think it's been a positive as far as that anyway for the city, for the music scene.
Definitely.
And like we said, people that are working hard now are really going to pay the benefits when the tide changes, especially people that revolve around live performance like you do, like Respect the Underground as well. What growing up in, so you, why not rock and roll?
I don't know, something about hip hop that shit took over.
Yeah, rock and roll is so dead though.
Really like hip hop is the most listened to genre in the world right now. So, you know.
Yeah. No doubt.
I grew up in the streets, even though I was skateboarding and shit, you know. But
what do you think about you have an artist, you have a lot of artists, but you're so new. Do you have any opinion on the AZMT Awards at all?
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah. I mean, last year I was nominated for Promoter of the Year, you know.
Who won? I don't remember.
It was a guy in Tucson. What was it, International or something?
Yeah.
I was fucking it up on the polls. And shit. Low key, I really went in there thinking that I had that shit in the bag. But I know
they didn't even say his name.
Yeah, I went and did the video and everything. They didn't even put me up on the thing, even though I was nominated and shit. It was, you know, me and Ahmad had a talk and shit. You know, I know he was going through a lot, trying to make sure things went the best that they could. But there was some hiccups. You know, definitely some hiccups. I know I heard from other people too. But you know, hopefully we'll just get that shit tied up.
I think he will. It's a huge endeavor, and I think everybody complains about all award shows. So it's hard to throw an award show and not, you know. I don't know about the whole Tucson thing. You know, I asked him if he could separate the DJs and nominate a DJ in Phoenix and in Tucson, because the same DJ guy wins from Tucson. And in my opinion, it's because his cousin is Safari or something.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so his cousin's Safari, so he's got a lot of followers. Respect to that, respect to that. Is he really doing anything for artists of Tucson or Arizona? Can he really scratch even? I don't know. Does it matter? Should it? I think it does. Yeah. Maybe it doesn't. I'm old, but to most DJs out there, I will cut your nuts off. Still, I don't even DJ that much anymore. I'm a podcaster. I'm a broadcaster. But if I have to, I will cut your nuts off.
Shout out to Swerve. That's why we have you at
No
all the
homo
shows.
pause. Hey, shout out to you for getting me there. I appreciate it every time you do. It's big love. Your shows always come off with a good spirit, and all the artists enjoy it. And the times you did the posters, and you just do a lot of creative things to make it different and make it pop. And I appreciate it. All the promoters. People give promoters a hard time. It's not an easy job. It's not an easy job working with a bunch of rappers or venues or dealing with security issues, dealing with the city and everything, especially in this COVID season with everything going on. So please, if someone is throwing an event and they're making it happen, please visit the event, pay appropriately, buy some drinks, buy some merch. Look out for these people that are looking out for you. All brands out there, if you have a wonderful brand and you don't have a storefront, this was a big venue in Richmond. I haven't seen it pop off a lot here. I think 867's spot, Most Wanted. Is that the name of the spot?
19th Avenue in Peoria, Most Wanted.
19th Avenue in Peoria, Most Wanted is the spot. If you have a brand without a storefront, you can, for a nice price, a nice percentage, a gentlemanly doing business percentage, you can put your products in his storefront, and then you have a place for people to actually go and buy your merchandise in the store, which is still important for a lot of people. Everybody doesn't like to buy things online. Everybody doesn't like to shop that way. People like to go and look at things and look through things. And that's what the Most Wanted store is about. Real official brands, independent brands, but at a store.
Where supporting local business here.
And supporting local business. Everybody else is driving people online and telling them not to have brick and mortars. But I appreciate that you're going against the grain at a time where it could really pay off. It could really pay off for you. I wish you the best.
Thank you.
It looks like I like your advice. We've got valuable lessons today on touring, on transitioning from jail to prison. How was the food? Did you have
in prison the food's not too terrible, and jail is fucking hot garbage.
In prison you actually would eat the food?
Oh yeah, I ate it in jail too though. I just be a fat boy. I'm not fat, but I could eat.
I understood. Yeah. Did you keep your cornbread?
Hell yeah.
Okay, there we go. We'll leave it at that. Salute to Quality Goon. No man has taken his cornbread. That's the big thing we're going to take away today.
You're going to die.
That's right. You don't fuck with the Russians. You do not fuck with the Russians.
No birthday cake.
They don't eat their cake.
Yeah, no, the cake. You want my cake? I
would give me shit because I don't eat cake.
Yeah. All right, well, hey, I appreciate you guys coming in. It's been my pleasure. We've rocked with each other for a long time. I finally got to sit down and talk with you. This is the only, between my life with a 3-year-old and as busy as artists are, this is the only way I get to sit down and talk to artists. And I love breaking bread, talking about good cannabis, talking about the hip-hop scene, what's right or what's wrong about it, talking about how we can come together and make it better, and talking about young men changing their life and making businesses. I mean, you just really have changed your life. You're making businesses. I want to put you and Taco Man and a couple other guys in a room because of the way you have changed your life and created profitable businesses, because I think that's such a valuable lesson for people out there that maybe if you and Taco Man and a couple other Mr. Network, a few of you could just get together and we could shoot a video for the children and the youth to know, like, you could just skip the jail part.
Spread some positivity. Really.
You could just go straight to running a business. You don't have to go to jail first to learn that lesson. But if you do, I think what's so valuable about you guys, inspirational, motivational messages, even if you do make a mistake, catch a bad case like you got. I don't think you should have got what you got. You were defending yourself in a situation where your hands wouldn't do it.
It was a blessing though.
Right, but at the same time, you know, good comes from bad, and I think your message is so important. So I thank you for coming in and sharing it with us. GTA, youth with your vague ethnic background, we appreciate you for showing up.
You already know.
We're not gonna make any guesses. I do like the G-Shock roll with that.
Yeah.
And last but not least, Sugar Shane has got the 867 chain. I'm still waiting on mine to come through.
We got it.
It's in the mail.
I'm still waiting on mine to come through. I'll go ahead and put the diamonds on it when it gets here. Don't worry about that. You just send the base elements and I'll dress it up. You know what I mean? 867 for life. A great movement. Tours, live shows, stores, artists, conglomerate, a studio, a retail store for brands. They've got it all summed up, and somehow we're not doing the same thing. We're working together, not in competition at all. Imagine that, Arizona. We're going to do it together. We're going to make opportunities for each other. We might even share some of them runts after the show.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much. No, I'm just kidding. I'm getting out. Thank you guys so much for coming in. We've got Dash Money coming in next, so we want to talk to him before we get out of here. Thank you again for coming in, man.
Shout out Swerve. Shout out Icon Radio. Shout out RTU. Shout out my team, 867 Entertainment.
Shout out AZ.
Shout out Swerve.
Hey, until the next show, until the next time we do it, y'all please tap in with 867 Entertainment right here on
Icon. Respect
and respect the underground
radio.
That's it.